And then, so we have the moving lines down here, which are steps in time. And you start out with chocolata, which has to do with stability in how you are physically and emotionally, and knowing what is medicine and what is poison. When we become addicted to something, our medicine becomes a poison. It takes away from us, and it will throw us off balance. When we become addicted to something, when we're not honoring a medicine, when we're not using medicines in moderation and respecting them, then they go to our detriment, and we start, maybe out of habit, doing something that's not good for us. So this is about having all your habits in check, really being strong, really having self-discipline, and knowing what's good for you and what amount is good for you. So, yeah, chocolata has to do with any type of food intake, or drink, or smoke, or even physical exercise strengthens you. I would say that strengthens you, gets you into your body, gets your body strong, and also being aware of toxicity of people. Like, what are you surrounding yourself with? What's good for you? As much as we can tune people out, we really have to find the right distance to people, because it does wear on us. I mean, as much as we want to ignore somebody, targeting us and victimizing us, it does wear on us. We need to actually remove ourselves from toxicity, because if we just let it come on us full blast and we don't do anything about it, it wears us down. It takes away from us. It throws us off balance. So this is about being very aware of what you're letting wash over you, what you're letting wash through you. What do you need to be immune to? What are you taking in? What are you not taking in? Where are your boundaries? Have your self-discipline, and watch your habits. We can even get addicted to people, or addicted to problems, or addicted to fighting. So just really watching your habits. What is good for you? And do what's good for you. Don't waste time, adding to problems, or, being a part of problems. Step away from problems and be part of solutions. Really looking at solutions. And, even with addictions, what is it that is weak in you, and how can you make it strong? How can you get what you need by doing something to make yourself strong, rather than using something as a crutch to help you? Instead of using something as a crutch to help you, looking to the heart of the matter and really going, taking care of the heart of the matter. And because this is about addictions and being clear on medicines versus poisons, and being balanced and stable, I was think about the 12 steps too. It's like you have to have that wisdom to know what you can change and what you can't, and have the strength to change what you can, and the wisdom to know what you can't. And knowing the difference, and then whatever you can't, you have to offer that up to a higher power. You have to offer it up to the universe and to source, and really ask for something. If something's beyond you, ask for something beyond you to come in and help. But you have this Jera, which is the rune of harvest and the end of a cycle. So it's almost like you have your strength now. Whatever was weak before, you have this strength. You have your ability to stand really strong now. And you have a handle on everything. And you're really monitoring yourself and going for the solutions and solving the problems. rather than being a part of them. So you're doing everything right now. You start out on the right foot here. And we move into work and service, really focusing on work and being acknowledged and recognized for your work and your talents, and being drawn on for those. So people are coming to you because of what you can do. And then you have values, Yiki. Important values that you have to protect and keep safe, and what's most important to you. If there's anything that takes away from it, you have to remove whatever is taking away from your values. It's like weeding that garden, or chipping away at that sculpture to get to the essence, and being able to see what's draining you, or what's taking away from the important thing. It's about knowing how to use, again, your energy wisely and your time wisely, and knowing what's good for you and what's not good for you. And then in reverse, we have Thuraz, and it's in reverse. It has to do with betrayal and lies, deceit, theft, rape of some sort. Could be metaphorical rape, being defenseless, having really bad feelings around something. So combined with the work, it's almost like there's something at your workplace or in your realm of work and service that's an issue, but it's not really bothering you too much. You're able to keep it outside of you, and you know what you value. So it's something that you can handle, you can deal with. And again, with wisdom, it's like knowing what you have control over and what you can do about things, and being able to do that. So you're not being overwhelmed by this betrayal or lies, or whatever danger there is. It's like you are able to you're stronger than that, and you're protected, and you're able to remove the hate or the bad feelings. Hate is anger that's stuck, and anger that gets stuck is usually because you're still in the situation, or you're still vulnerable for some reason. Anger is a natural emotion that is not meant to be a bad thing. It's meant to be an indicator of when we're being violated. We need the wisdom to understand our emotions. When we are angry about something, somebody's doing something to us. That's why we're angry. And then what are we going to do about it? If we stay stuck in it and ignore it or put up with it, then we start to hate. So then we start getting stuck in it, So this is about not only getting out of the stuckness of anger, but finding the solution, finding how do we align with ourselves and balance ourselves so that we don't have anger anymore, so that we're free. We find our freedom, and we protect what's important. And then the last step in time here has to do with things escalating to the point where they become visible. People burning their own bridges, of evil falling upon itself, exhausting itself. Bad things can't go on forever. They're unstable. They can have a good run, but they're unstable. They're not eternal. Good things that come about that are stable, they become eternal. So what really truly serves us, what really truly advances us, what's great for humanity, and is pure in mind and heart, whatever has that purity, it becomes a stable state. It becomes the eternal. So this is whatever is negative, kind of getting maybe too much power, and when the negativity, when the bad things get too much power, they can't handle it because it's illegitimate. They stole the power, or they deceived people to get power. So then when they get the power, well, they can't really do much with it because it was, not authentic. They weren't authentic. So, when you can only play a game for so long before your game's found out. So this is about the game being found out with Rhea, and things escalating to the point where they get corrected. And then we have this combined with rune of health and power and wholeness and cleansing, the sword of justice here, victory, honor, success, achieved goals. So this is, it's funny because it doesn't seem like there was much effort to receive the success or the honor. It's just that whatever the problem was kind of falls away. It falls upon itself. The evil trips and falls flat on its face, and there you go. That's over with. The truth comes to light, and everything is seen for what it is, and then all of a sudden you have the power, the victory. You have the honor of having your name cleared, because that's what Rhea is, having your name cleared. Having the story come to light when there's a false story, an illusion that has been created. It gets punctured. It is found out. The conspiracy is uncovered. Everybody can see the conspiracy now. It's known. So we have this. Yeah, I mean, this whole row is great except for this one rune in reverse here. But even with this in reverse, with these, the strength of, it's almost like your energy's too high, your vibration's too high to let this really do anything. So it just, can't get very far. And then maybe as it is not able to get very far, it's not able to, when this, sneaky behavior, when this person can't, live out their little con artist game, then they start to get irritated and anxious, and then this escalation here, they're not happy, they're not, they're not getting all of the false authority, they're not able to, deceive people. That makes them very unhappy. and they start acting out, and then things become clear. So then we have what is healing, what's getting better, and this is a concept of knowingness, of understanding, and then a quick change and shift and change. Hold on, my phone is doing something. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Some noises I had to go check out. But anyway, with Bina we have relationships coming to light, transmission of information, transmission of knowledge, and really a sense of who you can trust and who you cannot. So it's like, a lot of times people will believe someone, but then as time goes on, it's like, you can see sincerity. All of a sudden, when you put things to the test, you can see how deep a person is or how shallow. So it's like sincerity. So the sincere person, the real person, is able to transmit knowledge, transmit information, provide a picture of an accurate picture for others, enlightenment, being able to wake people up to truth. And we have this adjustment. Cinnabarite is the quickest refractive power. So there's the quickest shift and change in direction of something that causes an adjustment. So there's actual an adjustment in the structure, an adjustment in the foundation for the better. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. She's also the elixir for immortality. The Chinese believe it is a type of mercury where mercury can kill you. It's very poisonous, but if you practice it in small doses, it actually can strengthen your body and be like an elixir for immortality, make you stronger. So we have this rune, Uraz in reverse, which has to do with weakness, feeling overwhelmed, being obsessed with things, feeling suppressed, being ignorant, just kind of impulsive, and just a lot of times when people get confused, they get angry and violent, and and it has to do with ignorance too, not really being able to see or understand what's going on. But we have this in the healing position with knowledge, transmission of information, clear vision, awakening, and adjustment. So this is an excellent healing. And it actually really mirrors this last step here. It's really talking about, this is the overall healing, which is this last situation here. Already you have the strength. Already you have the ability to kind of have your strength or immunity to something negative here. And then as things escalate and things become clear, you have this adjustment and awakening, not just for you, but for other people too. And this clearing up of confusion. And then our overall message card here is Skyla, which has to do with telepathy and being able to pray to someone or pray to even source and have those messages delivered. Oh, it's wind sticking up. So Skyla, the other interesting thing about telepathy is that it doesn't always have to be, a lot of times telepathy has to do with whether we're open or receptive to another person, if we're focusing on them, or if we have them blocked, whether, we get the messages or not. But at the same time, even if we, are blocked in some way, often I find the messages come through other people. People channel information. Like, oddly enough, you start hearing people say things, and it's really weird. You hear the same thing over and over again in different places from different people. And, they're like messages, they're signs, or it's so bizarre that you have to kind of listen to it or take note of that, So telepathy can come through other people. People can channel messages for you as well, if you are blocked in some way. So be listening for just odd things that you hear. You can also get information through dreams. Dreams are very, very good at bringing you messages too. A lot of times I'll have a dream and something really odd in a dream, and then all of a sudden I hear it over and over again in different places. And it's just obviously a message, important, And then the other thing too is with Skyla, you gotta, if you have thoughts fall into your head or whatever, the other thing too is that it's rare when we actually generate thought. And if we do generate thought, if we are actually the creators of some thought, other people will pick up on that and get those thoughts too. So usually we're just like in a world or a sea of thought, and we just pick up from other people. So we live in a world of always hearing this or that, and it doesn't mean that it's true or it's not true. It's just information. And it doesn't mean that it's ours. It's very possible from someone else. I really get irritated by the belief, there's, I guess, a Jungian belief that everything in a dream has to do with yourself. It's what you think. And I totally disagree. I couldn't disagree anymore. It has to do with the collective thought. Somebody thinks this. And actually, the reason you're dreaming of it, sometimes you think that, but if you think that and you're dreaming it, you're like really, it's something that you need to pay more attention to. It needs to be more conscious. That's why you're dreaming it. But most of the time, it's somebody else's thought, or it's, it's information out there, and you don't have to take it personal, and you don't have to take it for real. It's just information. So if you have a bad dream about something, that somebody thinks something or whatever, it doesn't mean that you think it. Usually is literally that person thinks it. And the other thing about that is that it doesn't mean that it's right or that it's going to stick in people's minds, because everything that's not right changes. Everything that's not true will continue to change. So in time, it's there for you to be aware of it. As you put your attention on it, as you put your awareness and attention on it, oh my gosh, everything's blowing, then things change. Just the act of the attention changes things. 1 second. We just had Cinnabright blow off the porch. I'll go get her. And we also had, so my deck sitting over here, we had blessings and protection blow away. So, okay, I've got back our protection and our blessings, and quick change is down on the bottom of the house right now. So, anyway, little bit chaotic here with all this wind. But going back to this message here with Skyla, it's important to take the messages as just that, messages. That's it. It's a message. What are you going to do about it? And you have a relationship that changes everything. Really positive. Your whole personality, your outlook, everything changes from meeting this person. It's a really important encounter, a really important connection. It changes everything. Even if the relationship doesn't last forever, the lessons and the love and the growth changes you forever. And you have this forward progression that never is totally solid and stable. You never, reverse from that. And so look for strength in your relationship. Maybe there's some important person that is trying to bring you messages or influence you in some way, in a very positive way. And then you also have Little Pumpkin, which is about things coming into your life and changing the way you relate to the world. It's like having a baby, and all of a sudden your entire relationship, your dynamics with the entire world changes when you have something new that becomes born in your life that you identify with and are interconnected with.